So before we get into this review proper, I'd like to thank my homie Charlie Whiskers or Filthy Whiskers on Discord for providing this figure. He didn't have to, but he decided, hey, you don't have this, let me get this for you, help your channel out. And if you want to know what he's up to, look forward to a little project he's got going, codename C_R. Alright, now let's get to the review. What up, everybody? Zeta Zulu back at it again with another review for you. Today we are looking at Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Dreadwind. Now, he's a Deluxe Class Jet, and he is done up in purple, this white plastic, kind of off-whitey, and a little bit some teal blue. And I think he looks real good. Paint app wise, all of this teal on the wings is all paint. Decepticon logos. Let me get a little close up look at that. Ooh, real nice. The silver on the wings, the light blue for the cockpit, the red on the front of the jet. And yeah, those are about all the paint apps in jet mode. Now, accessory wise, he comes with his gun, which is very nicely molded, all done up in the teal plastic, and his prime armor, which is done up in his colors of the purple, the off-white, and the teal for the little cover bit. And I think that's real cool. Now, the prime armor can plug onto the jet mode with this port here. Just get in there, boom, go, go in the front, or facing the back. I typically like it facing the back, or kind of upward a little bit. I don't know, get a weird slope going. Or the pegs on the bottom of the wings, it can peg into, but clearance there is a little wonky if you're gonna do it. Yeah, have it on the other side of the wing. And same thing goes with the gun, can peg into either underside of the wing. There we go. Or the top of the jet. And the top of the jet one doesn't look too bad. Get the prime armor out of here. Looks like he's just flying in, and he's got this little turret up on him. Can turn to the side and just start shooting from the down. Alright. Now, I'm going to get him in a robot mode first, and then do his limb modes, because he is from the Power of the Primes wave, and he is Combiner, as you can see from the port there. So, to start the transformation, I'm going to lift these bits up, and then on this hinge, swing down these wings. And actually, before you do that, you want to flip up these purple wings to the side so you have clearance. So you swing these down and peg this into that hole right there. Just does all real nicely. Do the same on the other side. Sweep the wings back and then accordion out the legs. This is essentially Combiner Wars tech reused for this new jet mold. And then the pegs on these flaps are going to peg into these holes in the back of the knees. And these are all nice. And then you split the legs. Now, you take this big old nose cone, you just unhinge it, and then fold it back up, and it's going to peg into the back. And then you swing the arms up on these double hinges, and peg them in. Peg it here, goes into that hole there. The exact same on the other side. Turn him around, swivel his head around, and boom. Now I have Dreadwind in robot mode. Now I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit more. And here you can see he has a bit more paint apps. He has the Decepticon logo on the front, on that silver on his chest piece, the red going into it, this teal on the waist section, the silver on his lower legs, and the gray for his feet to be that kind of detail. well, as well as the paint on his head sculpt, which I think looks really cool. Like, I don't know this character, didn't grow up with the G1 figures and whatnot, but I think Dreadwind looks real cool. Now, articulation wise, ball jointed head, so you get a little bit of forward and back, get the 360. Arms, go 360, move out at the hinge, rotates at the bicep on a mushroom peg, and then 90-degree elbow on a pseudo ratchet. It's actually just kind of pegged in there. So if it comes off on you, it just pegs right back in. Waist, you actually get rotation there. Legs are on a ball joint, so they go forward, back, out. Not a lot out. Gets a little bit stopped by the sculpting of the leg. And then it rotates below the thigh. And you get about 90 degrees of bend. So, he can pose pretty good. Think he can do some neat stuff. Now, he can hold his gun in his hand. Real simple, just pegs into the hand. And then the prime armor can peg into ports on the arm, be held in the hand, or if you flip this little panel down, be pegged onto his chest as intended for the gimmick. And then you can also hold the little insert piece of the prime armor. So he now has 2 guns and a big old baby carrier on his chest. Now to just demonstrate that something can fit in it, you can either fit in a nice little Titan Master, just taking Croc, since I had him on hand. You know, looks real goofy. Or just another thing that's similar. Jeez, these things are real difficult to get out. Definitely. Okay, there we go. The Seeker Enigma fits in here. Sorry for the little bit of downtime. Just trying to get that out of Starscream. Looks real good. Now, I would demonstrate a Prime Master, but I don't have one yet. Every time I see them, I'm honestly looking for the bigger stuff, so I pass on them. Alright, now let's do a few size comparisons. Here's him with his Wavemate Swoop. Swoop's a little bit taller at his head fin, but Dreadwind's overall taller at his nose cone. Here's him next to the chest for the combiner he's going to be a part of. Voyager Starscream towers over him, but I think these two do look good together. When Blackwing comes out in Wave 2, he'll look real good with Dreadwind and Starscream. Alright, now we have 2 things to go over. His foot mode and his arm mode. His arm mode is easier to get to from robot mode, so you're just gonna combine the legs. Oh, this wing fell off. That's an issue with my copy. This wing likes to fall off. Mileage may vary. I don't think it's a real big issue. Take his gun and little prime armor cover gun out of his hand. So you're gonna rotate the arm back and peg it in to this hole in the side. This peg in the upper arm. Do the same thing on the other side. Bend the arm, peg it in. And now I like to rotate the head, and then you just push down and flip out the port, rotate it, and then the instructions say keep the wings up. Actually, no. You fold them down, and the instructions want you to have it like this for the arm mode. I actually like to go the other way around, because that way you're going to get a double jointed elbow. And I think that looks, and this looks a little bit more better, a little more cohesive. Then you just take his prime armor, plug it in, Flip up the thumbs. Get them out. Actually, before I flip up the thumbs, get out his rest of his fingers. And now, yeah, just what I like to do is just flip the thumb up to the side of it. And now here he is as an arm. You can get a double jointed elbow out of him. It'll move outward, and it'll rotate. And there goes Dreadwind's arm. But just like before, I showed you, just plug back in. All right. Now to get into leg mode from here, just gonna remove the prime armor, rotate the waist back around, and then flip up the peg. Flip up the peg, and then rotate the arms down again, like you're going back into vehicle mode, which is what you're essentially gonna do. Rotate those down on the double hinge. Now, just open the wings up, open this back up, and then just fold it all back in, close it up, and kind of just do whatever with the wings. Like, I like to fold them back like this. I think the instructions show you just come forward like that, which is not too stylistic for me. And now he's a leg. And I'll show him off with the foot of his boy Starscream. Boom. Nice, good leg. Alright. So that was a review for Power of the Primes Dreadwind. I think he is a pretty good figure. I definitely wasn't expecting to like him as much because I was mainly stoked for like the Dinobots and Jazz, but he has definitely turned out to be real fun and look real cool. And I think he deserves to be in your collection if you can get around to finding him at your local Target. Since it's kind of late in the game and Wave 2 is starting to trickle out, you'll probably find him peg warming at your local Target or Walmart and whatnot. So, yeah, that's Dreadwind.